Good afternoon. Welcome to this Friday, August the 16th, 2024. We're on our way for some moto camping. It's actually our shakedown trip. I had to do voiceover on this because I'd forgotten to hook up the mic to my helmet. There you see Tom, he's getting ahead of us. We packed up the Can-Am and the trailer, as you see, and we're heading off to our first moto camping adventure. We are tent camping on motorcycles, if you're not familiar with moto camping. We're staying close by. We're only about half an hour from home, which allows us to shake down the trip, find out what we need, and if we need to go get something that's very important, we can go get it. Beautiful day. We did have some rain. We do have some rain predicted, so not sure if we're going to make it the full weekend. It's pretty hot, but I just wanted to kind of explain here what we're doing. We're going to Nonesuch, and like I said, it's about 25-30 minutes away. So I'm going to sit back, relax a little bit here, and let you watch the road pass by and the scenery. And we'll come back and talk about it here in just a minute. Alright, we're turning on to 1268 right now, Glass Mill Road. This is going to take us on over to Wilmore. As you can see, it's a very nice road for motorcycles, narrow. The sign back there said last turnaround for trucks, and there's a reason for it. There's the bridge down here called Glass Mill Bridge that will soon cross. It's one lane. It's kind of a blind corner, turning onto it and coming off of it. We ride this road quite often. We know it. We've not encountered any of the big rigs that sign warns about, and that's pretty good. There's a lot of roadways, driveways on this road, so you have to be careful of the gravel. Pay attention to the roadside debris, that kind of thing. And, of course, animals. We have seen deer, so you have to be real careful coming through here. It's a very fun road on motorcycles. It's peaceful. You're following right along the Jessamine Creek. And you do have a couple of sharp turns, and the shoulders, of course, are drop-offs. You can see the bridge is coming up right here. And like I said, when you're coming down, it's kind of hard to get a good view around to the corner, but you do get the view. And the river off to your side there, beautiful. It's a nice little area. It gets cool down here too. You can feel the temperature change a lot. So like I said, this is a really nice road to ride on. Just have to pay careful of the debris and of course any kind of oncoming traffic. But again, it's 1268 Glass Mill Road. And if you're ever traveling between Nicholasville and Wilmore, it's a good scenic route to take. Just be careful of the... Oh, he went off the road there a little bit. Just have to be careful. Pay attention to the other drivers. And just pretend they're not paying attention to you. And that comes from the motorcycle class. Speaking of motorcycle classes, got some videos coming out soon where we do a little travel to another motorcycle class. So be sure you catch on and check that out a little later. All right, we're going to sit back, enjoy the ride, and we'll talk about it again later. Welcome back, folks. It's me again. Been watching the video here, and as I told you earlier, I had to do the voiceover after the fact because I didn't hook up my microphone correctly. So I do apologize if it seems like it's not timed correctly. I'd also like to explain that in production I actually speed the video up so that you don't have to watch the sceneries go by and be a little bored by the trip. Some people don't like that, some people do. So hopefully those of you that don't like it, you stuck around and watched the video because it was not boring. And those of you that do like the scenery, I'm sorry. Let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd like to know what you're looking for. I don't know. I'm just creating content. Speaking of content, take a moment, please. Hit that like, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell. The bell will let you know the next time I put out any content. And I'm trying to put out content a little bit more regular lately. So let's get back to this. The reason for this trip. This trip was planned about a week prior to our big trip. Our big trip was Tennessee. We were going with the same friends on a journey to Tennessee for the weekend. But the weekend before this, which is the weekend you're watching, we did a shakedown trip. So you see Tom on the Moto Guzzi, and I'm driving the Spyder with a trailer. Spyder with a trailer has all of mine and Tom's gear in it that we think we need for camping. Now I understand moto camping is probably not what you're going to see at the end. The pictures we have is probably not your definition of moto camping. But we had to go with what we got. We have a nice tent. We've never used, well, I'm not going to say never. We've used probably 5 times. And we've had it for probably 10 years. Still in great, almost brand new shape. So we went with what we got. Did buy some cots. I did buy a foldable chair and a table. And we had some USB fans. And yeah, we had power on the site. So it really wasn't primitive camping, but we were tent camping nonetheless. You're going to see in the pictures at the end, our friends have a camper with them. But they were also traveling on a Spyder with a trailer and a motorcycle. So we had essentially 2 motorcycles and 2 Spyders and 2 trailers and an RV. The RV, we kind of dubbed our little chuck wagon. But Tom and I didn't rely on the RV to have anything in it. We wanted to be self-sustaining, I guess you'd say, self-sufficient. We wanted to have all of our own stuff. So we made sure that it fit in our rigs that we were driving, our bikes that we were driving. We've done the trip to Tennessee, Tom and I have before, so this was not, the road wasn't going to be new to us as far as the trip was concerned. It was going to be new as traveling with friends, so it was going to be a challenge, and that was fine. It was going to be fun. It was going to be an adventure, and that's what we're about, Will Epic Adventures. So that's really what this whole thing was about. I did say earlier I was foreshadowing in the fact that we didn't make it the entire weekend, and it was because of weather. We woke up Saturday morning and checked the radar when we could get cell signal and discovered that we have had a bad storm coming in and did not want to get stuck in that. Even though we were 30 minutes away from home, we didn't want all of the tents and everything to get soaked because we needed to dry them out for the next weekend. And the weather didn't look favorable, so we chose to pack everything up. Our friends packed everything up as well. And they stayed the extra night in the camper. When we packed up, we went on home. We got home with the bikes and the trailer and got them inside the garage's storage, and the bottom fell out. And we were very fortunate we got everything in before it rained on us. It was also a very, very hot weekend. So we learned a few things. We learned, one, we couldn't sleep on cots. We learned we better have some better fans and some better ventilation because it was hot. And hopefully there'll be some footage from the Tennessee trip. I don't have a lot of it, but hopefully I'll put that video out next so you'll see a part 2. Hopefully. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being along on this Will Epic adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Leave us some comments on what you think. And thank you for being along for the adventure.
We made it.